Hello, this is the fourth video tutorial about libTISCH. My name is Norbert Riedermann and today I would like to provide some advice on how to find a suitable setting for your setup. I use libTISCH in a combination with Microsoft Kinect. Please watch my previous tutorials also. Today I cover the following topics. First, I will present the available keyboard shortcuts. Next, I give a demonstration on how to find a working setting for libTISCH when using Kinect, and by that, I describe what you can do with the different filter settings. In TouchD, you can access the various functions and options using your keyboard. You can switch between the different filters using the number keys. The keys are set according to the level of the filter in the chain. TouchD also provides the tool Configurator. It can be used to change the settings of the filters during runtime. The configurator can be accessed by pressing C. Here we have the sample Kinect XML config file for TouchD from the repository. As you can see, the different filters are structured in an XML tree. libTISCH is the root node of the tree. The camera filter is the first filter of the chain and accessible with number key 0. Flip filter is reachable with number key 1. Area filter with number key 2 and so on. The filter settings are organized in XML attributes. They can be changed during runtime of TouchD with the configurator. Use these sample values to get started and fine-tune them with configurator while setting up your system. You can save your settings to the config file you use. See the help function in TouchD for more information. Here you can see TouchD with a loaded XML config file. By pressing the number keys on your keyboard, you can switch between the different filters available in the config file. The keys are assigned to the depth level of the filter in the chain. So 0 is the first filter in the list, 1 is the second, and so on. With the configurator you can change the settings of each filter on the fly while TouchD is running. Configurator is accessible by pressing C. When active, a help text can be displayed with H. The current active setting is highlighted and can be switched with Tab. The value can then be increased or decreased by pressing E for increase and D for decrease. In case larger changes are required, enter Edit mode with E. Type the value and confirm by pressing Enter. A specific filter can be reset by pressing R. This is necessary, for example, in the background subtraction filter or in the area filter. All filter can be reset by pressing spacebar. Be careful with that, it also removes a selected area in the area filter. If you use a Kinect like I do in this setting here, you can switch to display the RGB color image with M. In the next step, I would like to demonstrate how you can adjust the settings of a filter in the chain and calibrate the working area so that the mapping matches the application you want to manipulate. Therefore, I start TouchD with the sample Kinect XML config file from the repository and explain the steps you should perform to get everything running. First, open the folder where the binary files of libTISCH are stored. Create a shortcut of libTISCH and edit the shortcut. Add the parameter -c and provide the path to the config file you want to use. In the end, add -v for visual output. Start libTISCH and close the second debug window. It is used in combination with the marker tracker and not required now. In the libTISCH window you can see the depth image as grayscale image. Now activate the configurator by pressing C and then press M to display the RGB image. Pressing M again always brings you back to the depth image. Here I demonstrate how the flip filter processes the camera images. Compare the movement of my finger with the video which is captured by the Kinect shown on the laptop screen. Switch to the flip filter by clicking 1 and activate the RGB image also. Flip the displayed image the way that it corresponds with the way you see your working surface. By flipping, both the RGB image and the depth image are flipped the same way. Now the flip filter is configured and applied to the camera image. Compare the movement of my finger with the video captured by the Kinect displayed on the laptop screen. Next, select the area filter, 2 in the filter list, and press M to show the RGB image here too. Select the area around the working surface by left-clicking with the mouse in the image. Close the contour you draw with a right click. You can delete the contour by pressing R. Enable the area filter. Switch to the background subtraction filter with 3 and press R to reset the current background image. By that, the background image is saved and subtracted continually from each frame captured. So it is possible to find new objects like your hand or fingers in the image. Wave your hand through the selected area and see yourself. Now you should continue with the threshold filter by pressing 4. By adjusting the lower and upper threshold, min-max, you can define the set dimension where fingers are being detected. Values of 2 to 10 describe a layer of about 5 cm above your working surface. With number key 5, the low-pass filter is selected. This filter smooths the blob that your finger creates. There is no need to change the settings. The last filter is the blob list. Make sure there are no additional flips performed here. Moving your fingers on the working surface, you should see a blob for each finger with a green crosshair describing the width and length of the blob. After you have all the settings done, you can continue by calibrating the working surface. Therefore, you need to calibrate the area you would like to react to touch input. In the previous step, I have defined the area I would like to use. I use an external monitor for interaction. To calibrate the working surface, start the application libTISCH. The tool detects the resolution of your monitor, or you can provide an XY resolution. Create blobs by pressing the corners of your working surface where the crosshairs are displayed. After you have touched a corner and enough data was sampled, the crosshair jumps to the next corner. After the last corner, you have to close the application by click on the red cross of the terminal window. The new calibration is now ready. Start libTISCH and afterwards you can execute the application you would like to control. Okay, with that I would like to close this tutorial. I hope you found the information I provided you useful. As you saw, the different filters are managed in the XML config for TouchD and the settings can be changed on the fly with the configurator. Filters can be accessed with the number keys. Make sure the images are flipped the way you see your working place. As I can remember, that's the point where most things start to go wrong. I'm your host Norbert Wiedermann and I hope to welcome you back in the next tutorial. Enjoy using your Kinect with libTISCH. Thank you and goodbye.